the player.
Help.
Logical argument and then rolled above 90, okay? We helped.
Okay, so you have traveled back to town after the event that was fighting the skeleton.
I'm still in town at the library.
You're all still in town.
No, but I never
Yeah,
went
but she
back
doesn't
to
know
the
the skeleton's
skeleton.
defeated.
No, we were picking up with everybody having gone back to the tavern for the evening.
Okay.
Because it was already like 4 or 5, I believe, by the time the party had gotten back because of the hours walking there and back and there and back. And I had said like we were picking up at like dinner or the morning after for the sake of not having to remember where like 5 different groups were.
When people went back the second time, I stayed at the library.
Yes. So people are arriving basically at the same tavern you've all been staying at for, I would assume, around
One night now.
Well, probably around 6 o'clock when like a lot of the businesses, the libraries and stuff are shutting. At this time of night, the only businesses open are the churches, the taverns, and and the Magic Academy that you're aware of. Go.
I was going to say, I'm just going back to the pub.
Well, that's one thing. I'm assuming you are all there.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything else that you're aware of is shut. Unless someone wants to suddenly become devout. Because as I said, the only other thing open are the temples and the Magic Guild. The Magic Academy.
Did I learn any vital information?
What were you researching again?
Who the hero could have been, the 70-day...
You found like the stuff that was told last session because you didn't roll high enough.
Well, I specifically went to the library and was looking through books.
Yeah, and you're like in a you're basically in a country where like the information wouldn't be first-hand books. It would be stuff.
Okay, whatever. Not gonna argue with you. Okay, cool. I go back to the tavern. I asked the people if the skeleton was defeated, if we still have to go deal with him.
I hold up the to me giant sword, but standard long sword, and say, "He dead."
I look at my armor and point.
I look at the group and say, "Anyone know how to find information about things?"
Library.
Anyone know how to find if something is magic?
Can I roll an Arcana check on the sword?
Sure.
I clicked. Roll.
Nice roll.
Is a rusty sword that for some reason hasn't broken. You think there might be magic involved, or it's very good metal. But while you're flipping me off, it's an Arcana check, not a spell. Arcana is to determine magic runes and shit, not to go, oh look, I rolled a 22, tell me all the things about a magic item. If you knew it was a magic item and had an idea what it was, that Arcana check would give you a clue as to what the ability is.
Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to pay the tavern for another night's sleep. And then I can say, I'm going to go to the wizard people. They should know how to see if this is magic. And head off that way.
I asked if there was anything interesting on him.
As I leave out the door, I say, talk to the bear.
I look at the bear and ask, was there anything interesting on him?
Yeah, nothing at all.
I got this armor.
The silence.
Can I attempt to insight the nothing at all?
Sure. Mikey. Because you know you found interesting things, I'd like a deception check.
Suppose.
Well, you said nothing at all. There are several things.
I forgot that this server fucking hates me.
This is a new one. The bear is not being 100% honest with you. There is something up. He's going nothing at all, with sort of an upward. I would imagine like an upward inflection, or he's not making a gaze or something. There is a hint. He's not outwardly. He's not blatantly lying, but he's not being 100% truthful with you either.
I look at the bear again and say, nothing at all? Because I don't particularly believe that.
Okay, fine. You can have these 2 bombs I found.
Ooh. Can I take the 2 bombs?
Uh-huh.
Can I study them?
2 ceramic oil bombs.
You look them over, and these are basically equivalent to your basic bombs. Except these ones don't stop working after 24 hours. These are basic, like, fire bombs.
It's a Molotov cocktail.
Pretty much.
Do you want to drink it?
I look and say, my shinies now, thank you. And put them in my bag.
Okay.
I go pay for a night at the tavern.
Mm-hmm. You go pay for a night at the tavern.
Looks down at Cat. You're paying tonight.
Which cat?
Oh, he
Raymond.
knows which one it is.
Yeah, I just laugh. Well, I do have money this time.
But I can't get it out of my pocket because I don't have thumbs.
I flick my tail and walk into the wandering dark.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll?
Yes.
The D20, isn't it?
Yes, you have to roll a d20.
Well, did we get paid from that?
Oh, there's actually
Ooh.
a thing that happens on a nat 20.
It's true.
You fall into a black hole and die. Roll on your character.
I'm not prepared for that. God.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Who are you? What done with Haley?
No.
What's your 18 backup characters?
I don't know.
Give me a moment to go and check the books.
Oh, hang on. It might be on my character sheet. I think
CNC companion.
Yeah. I've got it on my sheet.
Fair.
You know, my face cut. What are you doing,
Oh
Dallas?
god, that's a long thing.
Yeah, there's
On
more
a-
on
on
the
a
actual
twen-
thing.
On a 20, the welcoming dark grants you a vision of things to come, warning you of threats you'll face. You gain inspiration.
Hmm.
So you
Any
can
failed test?
Yeah, so you can so yeah, you can basically that counts as inspiration, so it's one reroll of your choice.
Okay.
And if she rolled a 1, she gets spat back out, can't enter for 24 hours, and does not gain a long rest.
Yeah, so I'm basically in here for the night.
Yep.
I also go get a room and sleep. I specifically take my armor off to sleep as well.
Yes, I would imagine that's going to be the general plan for most of you.
How much was the room again?
1 silver.
Nice.
Apart from the
afford that.
random pixie flying through town.
I mean, I can just sit in a corner and go to sleep.
Most of us could.
Yeah. I forgot about the Wandering Dark last time we played, so I could have actually gotten away with no room.
No, but you decided to enjoy sleeping and taking up an entire bed to yourself as a cat. I mean, you're a cat after all.
This is my bed. But that's not your bed. Your bed's over there on the floor. That is your bed.
As owner of cat is accurate.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Owner
Yes.
of all cats, yes.
As a cat, I
Right. Chew my headphone cable. Shoo.
Cats in a nutshell. So Peter's heading to the magic place. Several people have bought a bed. Who's doing what?
Attempting to log out.
I am going to spend time doing a ritual
What ritual?
because I have to heal. The innate one that actually lets me heal.
Oh yeah, that is your version of a long rest. Yes.
Actually, I don't think it is. I
Weird
think
long
it's
rest.
two separate things I have to do.
We'll double check that. Are you trying to log out in the main room, or have you gone to a bedroom again?
No, just a bit, because I assume going to sleep is how I log out.
So you've
So-
gone to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we have cat in darkness. We have cat in dark. Where is Raymond going?
It was a
I paid
silver,
for 2
wasn't it?
rooms.
Yes, it was a silver.
No, you pay for a room, didn't
Oh,
you?
yeah, that's right. A room.
Yes, you have paid for a room. That does not necessarily mean you have gone to said room. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
went,
asking.
went to room.
It still takes me 8 hours, James. 4 hours for the rest and 4 hours separately to heal.
So is anyone doing anything other than Peter, who is going to the magic college, or is everyone else just going to bed?
No,
Going to
no,
bed.
Okay, so we will go with Peter to the magic college. You are directed up to about up here. So you've got to go all the way around, and it takes you probably half an hour, 40 minutes to walk there. As you arrive, you
Yep.
get to a large series of limestone walls and a large a large 12-foot high steel wrought iron gate. You're not 100% sure what the material is. Standing at the gate is a just over 6 foot tall orc with a book that is 4.5 foot tall and about a foot thick, resting on the wall beside him.
I fly up so I'm head high. And I say, hello.
It's after curfew. If you if you're from one of the students, you're meant to be inside already. But you're not. You don't have uniform on. I'm guessing you're not a student.
No. Can I become a student? Tilt my head to the side.
Are you a practicer of the arcane arts?
What's? I was gonna say I wouldn't do the. I look at him and go, no, I do the nature magic things, as I make flowers grow with druidcraft.
We don't teach none of that fancy-pantsy nature magics here. Just hard-earned arcanum.
So I can't get something looked at then.
If you want to get something looked at by one of the teachers, you'll have to come back in the morning.
Do I have to?
I don't know why the orc turned southern.
Howdy, partner. You here to learn some magic?
I
Take
look at
your
him
wand, hands in revolver.
and I go, do I have to come and look for you or someone else, or how do I get in?
No, you come to the door and whoever's on guard will let you in, take you to one of the teachers.
Okay, and then I fly back. So I go back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
And then I join the others in a long rest.
You'll take a long rest, and then we will skip to the morning. So it is now the morning. Whatever time people decide to start getting up, and in what order.
Well,
I have a question I'll message you, James, on Roll20.
just gets up, shuffles as a full.
What's that?
That is my 3D printer having a
I'll
fit.
probably aim to get out of my
That's not
dark at like around dawn. Ah.
Okay. Mouse goes off.
God damn, Whisper! Ugh. It
What did you
didn't
do?
work. I typed the whole message, and then it was like, you can't find player or character with the name James.
You've got to type in GM.
See, sometimes it works.
Mine usually has a drop down, and I just click the drop down.
I'm paraphrasing it this time. Fuck you. You know, I just gotta word it in person. It's easier. James, when I first put the armor on, it burnt me. The second time I put it on, does it burn me again?
Is the printer okay?
No, it does not burn you. Yeah, no, printer is fine. My filament had snapped, so I had to reload new filament, and it lost its shit because it tried to eject the filament, but because of where it had broken off, it just ended up grinding the edge at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end up with like a void layer probably in my next print, but I've just sort of had it. I'm just having the new filament push the old filament through. 3D printing is fun.
I get really early, and before anyone else basically knows I'm there, I go back to the Mages College.
Yep. You can do that fairly easily. So you wander back at the front gate. Define early. Is it pre-dawn or post-dawn?
Post-dawn. So I probably would have gotten up at first light and then basically gone straight there.
Yep. So you arrive there, and standing at the front gate is the same orc. You're back, are ya?
Yeah. Can I come in now?
Yeah, it's about time for me to knock off my guard anyways. He picks up the book, slings it over his shoulder, swings
Big
the
book.
gate open. Come on. You had things you wanted people to take a look at in what respects?
I literally just point at the 3-foot-long sword over my back.
You're after
Yes.
some identification. I know just the person to take you to. And he starts trudging through the yard. Once he passes one of the other, what you're assuming to be students or staff members, they're wearing a similar uniform to him. He just like grabs them by the front. Go mind the gate till someone comes and relieves you, and just shoves them towards the gate.
What's your name? I didn't get your name last.
My name, Thrall.
Oh no! Throg!
Should I be concerned?
Orc, isn't he?
Yeah. Throg is 6'3" orc. With
Is he a
book-
whiz up?
With book the size of.
Oh,
Dwarf.
fuck no. Book the size of what?
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Fuck no. No.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
You come with me. I take you to Professor.
Thank you. You can call me L.
Little pixie person follow.
Okay.
He takes you down past a couple of buildings out to what would effectively be called a courtyard, but you see when you get out there, it is broken up into probably about 30 different fenced off sections of stone where various mages seem to be practicing spells, several of which seem to be failing horribly.
I look interested, but follow.
What?
I said I look interestedly at them as they fail and then follow.
Yeah, you're walking towards it. There is standing before all of these broken off sections is a rather slender, what you assume to be at least partially drow, as they have elven features of a dark, almost onyx-like skin and silver hair. They're wearing a long purple robe with silver embroidery. Professor, what was your name again? Tharis. Yes, Throg? What is it now? I got a little pixie person here. They need you to look at that thing. They're after some identification. You know I'm busy in the mornings. And he turns around. Sharp, knowledgeable eyes, angular features. And he's currently just standing there holding a silver teacup, sipping at it. What have you got? I haven't got all day. I'm supposed to be supervising. Arthur! Not that rune. You're going to blow yourself up again.
Hey, quick history question.
Yes.
Since this is a custom world and not a official Wizards world, is there still the conflict between Drow and other Underdark races?
There are conflicts in regards to them, but it is not a universal racial hatred. It is more akin to a conflict of beliefs and like various minor factions. There is a case of there is effectively within this world 3 castes of Drow. There are those that live intermingled with the rest of Sylvan society in the forests. There are those that have taken up their place in the Undercaverns, basically this campaign's version of the Underdark, who are more tribalistic. They've gone back to nature, as they call it, back to where they belong. And then there are the radicals that live out on some of the islands that will blow up your boat the moment you crest the horizon if they can.
So
These sound like Mikey's kind of people.
Island.
Yeah, with my century under imprisonment with the Illithids, would I have run into
Yes.
the Undercavern Drow before?
Yes, you would have. The Illithids would still prey on them.
Ah. So I'm looking at this Professor. What was it?
Thais, I think.
Darius.
Yeah, Thais.
That thing I said before.
Pretty much. This is why I record these things, so I can go make a note of it later.
I say, group killed the skeleton outside town for person in the bar. Dropped the sword. I don't know magic, so can you tell me if it's magic?
Oh, so you were the ones that did that. I was going to send some students as a field trip to do that in the next couple of days. Give it here.
Yes. I fly over and turn around so the sword can be taken.
He just plucks it off you. Starts examining over it. Judging by the fact of the amount of damage it's taken, and how rusted it is, and the fact that apparently I'm guessing he was fighting with this, I would assume
I know
yes.
it's made of mithril.
I would assume yes, there is magic at play. Well, how else would it not have broken? If you want me to identify it, there is a cost involved.
How much?
Since I'm curious on this piece, we'll say 35 gold.
Okay. As I fly down to the ground, take my bag off and start pulling out gold coins.
My normal price is about 100 gold for identification, but I'm curious as to what that skeleton may have been carrying.
I know he had armor and he had some bombs and some javelins and a boomerang and some iron glove things. And I saw the bear take some gems.
This is a heavily armored skeleton, apparently. Normally, they have a loincloth and a helmet at most.
The metal man said it was there was a celestial there as well.
Uh-huh. Anything else you can tell me?
Oh, and this, and I pull out the key.
He takes the key, examines it. This is interesting works. I've not seen one like
Yeah,
it
I
in
like the
quite
key. It's pretty.
I've not seen one like this in quite a while. He hands you back the key.
Thank you.
He takes the 35 gold from you and begins to just wave his hand back and forwards, chanting in Elven.
I was going to say, does that? I said, can I practice and point it to the whatever, effectively the practice range.
This is only going to take a minute.
Okay, I wait.
He runs his hand back and forwards, and about a minute later, a faint glow appears up and down the blade, shimmering. It's almost rolling off it in a mist, before there's a gleam on the sword and his eyes. I'm terribly sorry. I can only tell you what part of this is.
Head part.
It is a magic weapon. It's in its current state. It's a +1 weapon. But there's more magic buried beneath the surface. But I can't tell if it's due to damage or some other factor that's stopping me being able to peer deeper into its enchantment. I can see that there is something deeper, but when I push, it pushes back. For me to figure out what was going on deeper in here, I would need to keep this for probably a couple of weeks, if not more, and spend more time and resources experimenting and diving into it.
That come if I use it?
I can't be sure. Might be. It might require reforging before its abilities will be truly reborn. I can't tell for sure. Items like this that hide their magical properties from those practiced with the Identify spell, it is either a powerful curse, a powerful boon, or there is something else obscuring this. I cannot tell you which one, though. I would suggest you use this weapon with caution, knowing that if its abilities are to manifest, they could be beneficial, detrimental, or someone may come looking for it. And he holds the sword back out to you.
I take it. Thank you. Question: do you have a library I can borrow?
We have a library for students.
He wants to borrow the whole library.
I don't do the
At which point he just snaps his hand to the left, and you watch as this red orb that was quickly expanding is snuffed out as a series of runes circle around his hand, and then it's almost as if the air shatters like glass, and what appeared to be a fireball going wrong is just snuffed out in an instant.
Yeah, I don't do that magic stuff.
That is why I am here. Try again.
Me go now. Thank you. I think others may come later. I don't know. And I basically start leaving.
Understood. You are guided
No,
guided back out by Throg.
Yep. I do stop at the gate and I ask both Throg and the other person at the gate if they know where the turtle may have gone.
Oh, you looking for Herbert? He tends to go and find himself stuff down by the beach sometimes. Not sure. If you see Herbert, bring him back to me. I miss Herbert.
Is Herbert yours?
Yes, Throg not taken seriously with Herbert not here. Throg misses familiar. Throg have hard time as wizard as is, but wizard that lose familiar, that make Throg little bit of outcast. People say Throg not good wizard. Throg shows them. Throg be best wizard.
That is.
Throg just needs to graduate.
How long has Throg been here?
Throg has been here 7 years.
How long is course normally? 7 months.
I say
Throg is seniorist of senior students.
Turtle.
Pardon?
James?
What was that, Peter?
I said, what did you say?
Throg said he is seniorist of senior students.
I say to him, good luck with that, and I go try find Turtle. And I fly off back towards the tavern.
Good luck to you.
I should have asked what his favorite food is.
You fly back to the tavern. And given the fact that this has only taken you, well, actually, about 2 hours, if anybody has gotten up before, I'll say about 9 o'clock, you'll be up before Peter gets back. Peter would get back at around 9.
What time did we most of us go to sleep at?
Whatever time you decided, like most people got back to the tavern at like 6.
Night time.
So I would have seen him leave, in other words.
Well, you would have seen him leave last night. And then, were you to have gotten up and left your room after your 8 hours? Yes, because you would have.
Yeah, I did. I just got up and stand in a chair downstairs because it has nothing to do and doesn't want to disturb a cat.
So yes, you would have been
Because
downstairs for probably a couple of hours beforehand, since you probably would have been up since like 4 or 5. And Peter specifically said he left after dawn, so I'm saying about 7.
I probably would have gotten up at about 6-ish.
Well, that would be pre-sunrise.
Yeah, well, probably would have been in bed by 7, 8 o'clock, so.
Anyone has the ability to have been up before Peter left. I'm just pointing out that the sun does not rise till about 6:30. For anybody who would go, my character wouldn't be up before sunrise.
I'm gonna have breakfast and then probably go have a look around the town.
Breakfast is included in your night's rent.
Cool.
As this is not the worst of inns you could choose to stay at.
It's bed and breakfast.
It's like a 2 or a 3-star hotel basically, because like it's like a medium level place. So like food is generally included.
I'm just kind of gonna wander around the town, having a look at what's around, and as I go like past people, I'm gonna ask them, just random people that seem to be at least not scared of me, because like I am a purple.
You're a kobold.
Yeah.
The general populace gives you a few feet berth.
I look at anybody who's not like immediately running away and say, have you seen a giant turtle?
So for the most part, guards.
I look and ask them if they seen a giant turtle.
Herbert got out again, did he?
Have you seen Herbert? Do you know where he normally goes? Do you know what he likes?
Oh no, I told that.
I think he tends to show up somewhere around the water. It really depends. He's been found all around town. And as for what he likes, apparently not people.
I look and say not people.
Herbert's a little prick. He bit one of the guard's fingers off.
Note to yourself, Herbert snapping turtle.
I look and say, so stay away from the head end. Got it.
I recommend you just stay away from him in general. There's something not quite right about that turtle.
But if I don't catch him, I can't get paid.
You're a braver whatever you are than me. I've seen that turtle breathe fire.
I
don't
suddenly
know what
more
the wizards
concerned.
did to it, but I ain't going near it.
I look and say fire.
Yeah. I've seen it breathe fire. I saw somebody who picked it up get shocked.
Oh. Okay.
As I said, there's something not quite right about that turtle. I don't know what they're doing to it at the Magic Academy, but we mostly just give it a wide berth and then steer people away from it till it leaves us alone or someone comes and collects it.
I look and say, do you know who it belongs to?
Oh, that's an easy one. It belongs to that, and he does air quotes, wizard that's always on guard duty at the Magic Academy. He's an orc.
Do you know his name?
Oh, it begins with T. Throth, Throg, Tog, I don't know. Steer clear of them magic types. It's weird, people. It's not natural.
I look and say, well, if you happen to see him and you see me not far after, I'm kind of unique myself. Can you let me know?
If I see the turtle, I'm walking away. If it's walking at me, I'm picking it and running. If you hear someone scream, just go in that direction.
Good to know. And tell her, by the way.
I'm Harold. And he just sort of waves at you. He does not shake your hand.
Is he a giraffe?
You can't see James's face. Oh god, he's rolling
A
dice.
4 does not
What
equal
are
your
we-
AC.
I was ready for it.
What?
A 4.
What's your stance on drugs?
That's 4 damage, right, James?
No, that was a 4.
No.
That was a 4 to hit your AC.
Oh, well, 19.
Yeah.
Just Mikey asked once he stands on drugs.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore that and we're going to move on.
My one hope is that someone comes into, like, these, like, recordings one day, listens to them all, and me make these random ass jokes, and they just be very confused because they're not sure.
Well, the other thing is they're going to come to these things. You're going to make a random ass joke. They're going to wonder why I roll a d20 and then you take 4 psychic damage.
I look and say that which way to the water, please.
He just turns and gestures like 90 degrees.
Okay,
That big
I
wet
go that way. And if I can't see the turtle, like, immediately, I'm going to head towards, like, the Magic Guild and ask for the orc that's always on guard duty.
So you head south towards the docks, not seeing the turtle. There are 2 paths up to the Magic Guild that you are pointed out. The one path that on the map comes in from the east, and the north path where Peter came in. Do you try to take the east path?
Which path looks easier?
The east path is closer. The north path.
I'll take the east. I'll take the east way.
The gate is locked and there is no one there, and it takes you about 20 minutes to walk there. It says, "Please use other entrance."
Okay, I go back and walk the other way
Cool,
then.
that takes about an hour. We'll go to someone else.
When I get there, I ask for the orc
We'll go
that's
to
always on our
someone
chase.
else.
Yeah.
Because you've now gone, spoke to someone, walked 25,
Yeah,
30
okay.
minutes down, and
Back.
you got to walk around for like an hour and a half. So going back to the others, now, unless someone else is doing something, now would be about the time that Peter would be coming back into the tavern.
Probably about the time I walk down into the tavern from the room. Unless it's not a 2-story tavern. Walk into the main area.
It is 3 stories.
Oh, I walk down 2 flights of stairs and then...
I would have probably like planted myself out the front of the tavern, watching people do their stuff and kind of just sitting there.
You
If
mean
I
casually
water you, will you grow?
Hmm?
You said you planted yourself. I said, if I water you, you grow.
Haley, I assume casually sticking legs straight up in the air, licking in furious eye contact with anyone on the way
No,
past.
not this time. I'm just going to sit there and stare at people.
Irvingly.
Yep, so Peter drifts back in, carrying the rusted sword that is several times his size.
Assuming it's just
I'll
drag.
follow him in.
I do fly, so it's just yeah.
At least I got lose him now because we just look for
Ungodly scraping sounds from a distance.
Oh, we've lost our pixie friend. Help! Has anyone seen a floating sword?
I land on the table where Bailey is at.
Yep. So you flutter over, you land. I'm assuming you place the sword on the table.
Stud.
Otherwise, you're going to go clink, clunk.
I can just imagine
Yes,
that goes to land, sword hits table first, just falls instantly 90 degrees forward.
No, I put the sword down, then basically sit on the handle. I look at Bailey's character and go, so I spoke to the owner of Turtle.
Mm.
We go look at beaches.
Well, I took some time this morning, and I have a spell that may help with that.
Oh, okay. Also, is a magic sword. I went to Wizard Place.
Yes.
Is apparently secret sword.
Secret sword? How is a
Yeah,
sword
the ma-
secret? It's a sword.
Man said he could not learn all there is about it, so I don't know.
Would I understand what that means? In the sense of a magic item?
James.
So, what like magical like secret? What aspect are you not sure about?
Would I, in character, understand that a sword that has secrets, a magic sword that has secrets, would I even understand what that
Roll
means?
an insight check to determine what Pete's saying. Yeah, you'd be able to interpret roughly what he's saying. As you yourself have secrets.
Oh yeah.
It is secret sword. Magic Man said it was strong. Is stronger than normal sword, and that there was something else there, but he couldn't tell.
Okay.
Too big for me to use.
Fair enough.
He also said that if it is reforged, it may come good or bad. He did not know.
Fair
Do
enough.
you use?
Maybe.
I can't use. I use this and I pull out my tiny little scimitar.
Well, do you want me to hold on to it anyway, so you're not having to lug it around?
Yes. Maybe me learn to use it. That takes a long time. But yes, and as I said, I spoke to owner of Turtle. Turtle is familiar.
Okay.
So why he can't call familiar back, I don't know. Maybe it's just not true familiar. And that the turtle likes the beaches.
Ah, so the beaches.
For rules clarification, he can't ping the turtle back if it's more than 100 feet from him. Because that's how I'm ruling familiars. They can't do the pop in and out of. They can't do the pop in and out of from infinite range.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they become like super broken in terms of reconnaissance.
James?
So
it
just means the turtle got far enough away that he can no longer ping it out and back. Yes, Bailey.
The Magic College is on the left side of town, isn't it?
Yes, it is these buildings.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
And I assume the beach is just referring to all the shoreline near the docks and stuff.
More or less, yes.
So we can go looking when we're ready. First, I need food.
Yeah, eat.
There is also a little bit of like, it's not on the map, but down here in this little cove, there is also some like sandy beach as well.
Is there a way to access that?
Yeah,
Where?
Can you
down
walk around?
here.
Yeah, is there a way to get down there? Can you come from over here?
Yeah, you can go up along this cliff. There's just no path as such. It's a case of you're technically going off path or like bushwalking to get there.
So it's effectively
I was
just
going
a
to say
hiking
it's a game trail, not a
It's a game trail, and the reason there's no path is because if any of you ask around town or have been here for a while, you know that beach comes and goes with the tides.
Yep. Anyway.
Does he know when he lost his turtle?
Did not ask that one.
Okay.
Was more interested in sword and thought of turtle as I leave. And then, yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, there's Bugman. Point at Trent as he comes down. Where is other one? Where is Cat?
There is one cat behind you.
Meow.
That said they followed you in.
Yeah.
Other cat's coming downstairs now.
There is Cat. Teddy bear in corner? Or teddy bear not here yet?
Do you mean communion?
Yes.
Teddy bear in room.
everyone speak with broken English when characters speak with broken English.
Yeah.
Hey, common is like my third language.
It's Ibley and Lubash all over again. Like, Lubash lost intelligence points the moment Ibley was involved.
No, legitimately, pixies get Sylvan, which is
I know,
Elvish
I'm
as
just
well.
pointing out that everyone
Yeah.
was picking up your speaking mannerisms.
Me only do
To be fair, I do it with people in person as well.
Yeah,
So does Haley. Occasionally.
most human beings do.
Yeah, I know. That's a full sifting bit of make trust.
Anyway, so waiting for the teddy bear, I'm guessing, communion, I'm guessing, but yeah. Have breakfast, then go looking for the turtle.
Well, I'm not there.
Oh, do we know where the turtle is?
Yes, turtle is on beach. That's
No,
what Ona said. Well, I spoke to Ona. He said he liked beaches, so check there first.
I see Ona not looking for it. Getting paid.
Because Ona is guarding magic school. Also, has book this big, and I start floating up from the table.
Writes down in notes.
Big book.
It is also orc. Orc and really big book.
In a magic school?
Yeah. He been there, what he say? He say 7 years.
Oh, so he's the god got you.
No, he wizard.
Not a very
His
good
name
one.
is what did he say? His name is Throg.
Frog. Okay.
Yes.
An orc named Frog with the familiar of a turtle.
And a book this big.
Once again floats up.
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, good morning.
Morning.
How did the rest go? How did your rest go?
Who are you talking to?
That's everyone who's here at the table occasionally now.
Yeah. Okay. The almond didn't burn when I put it on this time.
I'm not falling asleep, so I had enough.
Oh.
Where is Purple Lady?
She left this morning.
Does she know where Turtle is?
Not a clue.
Oh, Ruby, what's the matter?
Is a cat actually meowing as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Not me.
No, there's actually a cat.
That's my Ruby Rose.
Pretty good timing though.
What you doing, Ruby?
Well, so we have a rough idea of where the turtle can be found now. We
And why
shall
we can't find it?
wait. Well, we're going to wait for everyone to have something to eat first.
Who's not here?
No
Who's
use
not eating?
No use going adventuring on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
All too true.
And then
So you're all
I get
No
some
one
food,
did.
I guess.
so you're all having breakfast and the like. That probably
Yeah.
takes you an hour, maybe a little bit more with how
Does
long-
communion wake up during that time?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
So yeah, probably
If
takes
not, he'll see him waking up.
yeah, it probably takes about an hour or so with food being served and eaten and stuff, in which we'll switch back to Jess, who arrives at the magic school to see A big orc on guard with a book bigger than you.
I look up and say, "Are you?" And I rattle off the names that were given to me by the guard.
I Throg, yes.
You own Herbert?
Yeah.
What's his favorite food? Also, why does he breathe fire? I got told by the guard he breathes fire, he shocks somebody, and he bites fingers. How do I, quotation marks, catch him without being hurt?
Herbert just playing. He can't breathe fire or shock people. That's something that he can only do when he's near me. He does bite though. Herbert's a playful one. As for his favorite food, that would be lettuce.
And
I
fingers.
can't keep Throg's accent straight. I keep wandering into other accents.
He just picked up other accents around the school.
Throg's multilingual.
It's a side effect of
Nah,
Throg's
he's-
manipulation of magic.
So if I wave a whole lettuce in front of him, he'll eat that and not bite me?
Maybe he might bite you. I'm not sure.
If he bites me, are you paying for it to be fixed?
If he bites you, that means you got too close.
Well, how else am I supposed to catch him?
That's what I'm paying you for. Job poster say bring back if you can. If you just find him and tell me where he is, I'll go get him.
If I find where he is and keep track of him and have a friend keep track of him and come get you, I still get paid?
Yeah. Throg need Herbert back. Throg have exam coming up. Throg have exam in next day, few days. Throg need Herbert back or Throg not allowed to take exam.
Oh, is he your familiar?
Yes, he's Throg familiar. Wizard have to have all of their equipment and everything to help them, and Throg need all help Throg can get. Throg not want fail again.
You failed before?
Throg has failed, and he starts counting his fingers. Throg has failed final exam 9 times.
Oh.
Throg trying not to get double digits.
I look up and say, the 10th time is a charm.
That's what Throg hope.
Oh boy.
I'm Teller.
I Throg.
I kind of reach out to shake his hand.
He extends his pinky. which for you is still probably enough to wrap like 3 to 4 fingers around. Because Throg is very, very big orc. You are rather small kobold. It's the same as like if you've ever seen like a big bulky like 6'5" guy and then like a 6 or 7 year old for rough height. It's that whole case of like 2 fingers is a handshake.
Well, I shake his pinky.
Nice to meet you, little purple one.
I look up and say, do you know what I am?
You is what is it called? Throg forget word. Not dragonborn. It's little dragonborn. What is it? Oh, that's right. Fucking kobold, as Professor Gear Sprocket says. Fucking kobolds. I won't have any of them in my class.
Why?
Pretty much, Mikey.
I look up and say, why?
Oh, because Professor is gnome and he does not like kobolds. Something. They long fight. Throg fell asleep in that class. History boring.
I look up at him and say, whatever he says is wrong. The gnomes are the ones that are wrong.
Throg, make note of that. Throg hoped to do well on history tests.
Oh dear.
That one didn't work.
I look up and say, but you're not
Mikey,
afraid of me?
You got your starting square brackets backwards.
Really?
Mikey.
I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that or the train and tunnel gif.
Which one? Which version of it though? The one with the blood or without blood?
Wait.
Raymond, you don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
I look up and say, you're not afraid of me. Most people are.
You're a kobold.
Throg not scared of many things smaller than him. Why would Throg be scared of things smaller than him?
She just cheekily smiles at him and says, I'll see if I can find Herbert.
Thank you.
Any beach in particular he likes to go towards?
Herbert just likes sand.
Okay. By the way, the guard Harold doesn't believe you're a real wizard.
Many people say that to Throg over years. They say, Throg, you wizard, you orc, you can't be wizard. Throg, you fail English test. You can't be wizard. Throg proved them wrong.
And look and say, how long have you been here? How long is students normally here for?
Throg have been here 7 years. Normal student, it depends on what they study. But students can normally graduate in 2 summers.
I look and say, well, I'll go get Herbert. You study hard for your test. And remember, the gnomes are the ones that were wrong.
Throg, remember that.
And yes, I'm a kobold. And just kind of skip off.
Uh-huh.
Go back towards the tavern. Actually, is there a market on the way that's selling lettuce?
Sure, you can find lettuce. Like a single head of lettuce will cost you a copper.
How many do they have that they're selling?
Like, it's a lettuce cart, like a vegetable cart. Like, the guy's probably got like 20 or 30. My cabbages!
I buy 6. I look and say, I want 6 lettuces, please.
Yep. He just puts 6 down in front of you, takes your money.
Yay!
Like, 6 lettuces is not like an outlandish purchase, so he doesn't even blink twice.
Cool. I go back to the tavern with my 6 lettuces.
Uh-huh.
It's almost more lettuce than there is kobold there, isn't there?
Yeah, getting close.
Shut up!
The cabbages, the lettuces.
You're welcome to the tavern. Hey, no BYO.
So I walk into the tavern.
You probably see everybody else sitting around having breakfast.
I put the lettuces on the table.
Well, thank you. Takes a lettuce and bites it.
I look at you like you've put poison in front of me.
I growl at you and say, those are for Herbert. Apparently Herbert likes lettuce.
Then he'll like me too. I also like lettuce.
Sniff the lettuce.
Herbert
He
is
has
turtle.
bad
Turtle's
taste.
Like
I
Thank
wish
you.
to attempt to grab the lettuce off of Trent's character.
Sure. Make opposed athletic checks.
You go first, Jeff.
That was gonna end well.
Because you're grabbing, and I'm just holding, so.
Ah.
You grab it and you just tear like 2 leaves off of it and he still has the cabbage. The lettuce.
I'm happy to share.
I look at you and say, I grab the other 5 up and say, no more. The rest are for Herbert, and you owe me a copper.
No. Oh. I thought this was a gift. You don't pay for gifts.
It's for Herbert. Your name is not Herbert.
My name is Darth.
His middle name could be Herbert.
I ignore him and turn to the others and say, apparently Herbert likes the beaches, anywhere with sand. He likes lettuce. And if we just find where he is, all we have to do is then go get Throg and tell him. And we can still be paid.
Did you happen to find out when Throg lost Herbert?
Silence.
Okay, Mikey. Basically, I look and say, no, but he needs him back as soon as possible. He has to try and take his exam again.
Okay.
But he likes the sand and he likes lettuce. Oh, and he bites, and that's, she puts like quotation marks, playing. Also, he can breathe fire and shock people if he's close to Throg. So
He is familiar.
Says biting's not a problem as it proceeds to completely remove hand. And then just put it back.
Anyone proficient in Arcana can make an Arcana check when she says it. He can do fire and lightning when he's near Throg.
can I do one seeing as I'm proficient?
Sure.
I don't even have to.
Yes, Peter, you automatically know the answer. You have the sudden realization, he can do these things because wizards can channel certain spells through their familiars if they're within range.
Sudden thought that it's not Herbert shocking people, it's actually Throg.
I look and say, either way, he likes lettuce. All we have to do is find where he is and keep an eye on him, and one of us go get Throg.
Or we could just pick him up. We could buy a net. Or a sack.
Because it would be quicker to actually take Herbert back to Throg, you said?
Yes, because that way someone's not walking back. Then, wait, he's a frog?
Throg, TH, Zast, TH.
Frog. Got you.
I forgot to
Throg.
ask. Did you ask how big
Throg.
Herbert is?
No, I did not.
Me neither. If he's small, I fly him.
I don't believe
I
he
can
will
still make
be.
it fly.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'd like to get up and start walking down towards the beach.
I follow, carrying my 5 lettuces.
On the way, I'd like to stop and buy both a burlap sack and a net.
Sure.
I'm
So like a fishing net, or define net. Are you looking for like a butterfly net on a stick, or like a fishing net, like
I
the
was
net
thinking
as
net
in
like the
the
weapon.
net like the weapon? That's why I was asking, because
Or a fishing net. A fishing net would also work.
the three have drastically different prices.
Yes, they do.
So like a fishing net.
Or the weapon one, whatever would be easier.
Uh,
Or it's on the way.
both are easily findable. This being a bit of a like sea-based town.
You know, let's get both.
A fishing net, thinner, thinner thread, like larger overall size, is 3 gold, and I believe the net weapon is 5.
Alright.
Both
And how much
function-
is the sack?
the sack is like a copper.
Alright.
Yeah. So the fishing net will function the same as the net weapon,
Yep.
except it will hit a 3x3 square, but its break DC is only 10, not like the 12 or 13 of the actual net weapon,
That's cool.
I'm back.
because it is designed for catching fish, not bipedal like bigger creatures.
Bipedal, huh?
Well, traditionally the net weapon is designed for like entangling like gladiators and things.
Yeah.
Thus,
Hey,
use of
Haley, did
bipedal.
the front door just close?
Not that I heard.
I swear I just heard someone like open and close the screen door.
I hope not.
Let's have a look. Where's my
I'm at this end of the house.
Well, the door's not even open, so if someone's in here, they can murder me later, and I'll finish for it. Look, I'm back now.
What's going on in the hallway?
If they're gonna murder you, I'd like to at least finish D&D before they attempt it, please.
Well, they can just play my characters fine.
Mood.
Sudden voice change. And
How does D&D work?
I don't know.
So yes, you're all heading towards the beach. Whereabouts are you heading?
I am heading for this gate here specifically.
Uh-huh.
I'm with you because you currently have the sword.
I'm currently just following the party. I'm
Can
just.
everyone who's going
Same.
roll me an investigation check?
I can
Like,
maybe
sure.
do that.
I
Look
can
at that.
roll one, but I
Perception.
can't find things very well.
I have advantage, right?
Sorry, I don't have my mouse on Jane's because it's playing
The
up.
teddy
so-
bear's just like, yes.
Yeah, it was
I
working fine for
investigate
me earlier, so
everything.
my guess is you are running out of battery.
I was going to say if it was perception, it would be a different matter.
Well, she rolled poorly.
Well, I'm carrying 5 lettuces. I can't see much past them.
You're all sort of looking around and asking people, and at one point, Communion asked the right person, like, when I was coming in on me boat a couple of hours ago, I did think I made out a turtle over on the beach to the east in that little cove. Probably a bit bigger than what you're looking for. If you're looking for a wizard's familiar, but maybe it's a good place to look. I wasn't really paying attention. There was just something moving around on the beach.
How big is turtle?
East or west?
Well, Mike,
West.
you know it's
West, I'm
Advertising is
directionally
large.
challenged.
And that out
over
of the
here.
window.
No, east. East west. Over here.
I
Well,
did the
you said
exact same
east,
thing
and
with
I
the other-
actually looked at that cove, and now I realize that's not east.
I did
It's
the
alright.
exact
He
same
said
thing with
east
the other
on a Wednesday night and didn't realize whatever he meant.
one. He looks.
Anyway,
I wasn't really paying attention to how big it was. I just saw something moving on the beach when I was coming in. I was a little bit more occupied with making sure I was lined up with the dock and wasn't going to beach myself.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. You get the pass.
He just sort of looks you up and down.
It wouldn't take very long.
Like, with like the fuck is he saying? Like, this is a fairly big, like, if you've ever watched like ice fishing and stuff. Those shows. So the guy is fairly big and well built, and you're a teddy bear talking shit.
Don't live down, okay? I may have further questions.
He just sort of picks up his sack and just walks off. So do you tell the party what you found out?
I suppose.
So you're all roughly aware that there was something on the beach in the cove.
He's either to the west or the east. It was less than clear.
Well, he said cove, yes?
Mm.
Cove is over there. I think that is more river that way, pointing towards the east.
I go towards the cove.
Same.
Takes you 40 minutes or so to get there. Beep, 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 beep. Whee! Doink.
Holy shit, that is big turtle.
If you put yourself in on the right side of the map.
The right side or the James right side?
James, can you drag my token in for
One
me?
moment.
The right
Does a
side is
16
the
hit
right
your
side.
AC?
No, it does not.
You're safe from psychic damage.
James.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm flicking between two windows because I'm trying to do my best to stay on the other window so it actually updates on the recording. Because I found out from the last couple of recordings, if I'm not sitting on like the window being recorded, Roll20 just does not update till I flick back to it. So there are whole recordings in the old campaign that are like staring at us, like the map we changed off of 5 minutes into the session.
Oh, that's like the first episode of this one.
Yeah, basically.
You don't get the updated for the fight until the fight's over.
That's basically where I found out when I was reviewing that. And I'm looking into it. Because apparently Chrome does this thing where it idles the non-active window, even if it's being recorded.
That's
It's just annoying.
Fun.
Yeah, so it doesn't update the map, the tokens, or even chat.
Ooh.
So I'm going to try and do some messing around during the week to try and fix that. So far, the only works I've found are like if I like enable streaming on it and have extensions, which I'm trying not to have to resort to. But yes, as you will arrive, there is a very big snapping turtle.
Behind this rock.
Yeah, well, it's sort of slowly trudging around here. You've seen it as you've been coming down this grassy area. Because you've basically come down like multiple weaving paths, and you've just seen this turtle trudging around this beach for probably the last 10 minutes you've been coming down the hill.
I look at it and call Herbert.
Uh-huh. It's a turtle. It doesn't do anything. It's not a dog.
Yeah, like, how do we know that it's fucking his turtle?
I'm going to cast that.
Okay, apparently the fairy's gonna speak with the animal.
Uh-huh.
Talk with the animals. Walk with the animals.
Does the fairy tell anyone that's what they're gonna do?
Yeah. I say, I'm going to go talk to it, and I fly on top of the rock.
Trent, you see the fairy casting a spell.
On myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's either going to go talk and then he casts a spell. Just pointing that out for you. Not sure how your character would react.
I'm working that out right now. Before you fly over there, Peter, Zast would like to ask you what you just cast.
I cast so I talk to animal.
Continue.
Zast,
What?
get a net ready in case this goes bad.
I'm literally holding two nets and a sack.
So I fly on top of the rock and I say, Hello?
James, I can't move that token that you put on there.
Yeah, give me a second.
I'm just not winning.
There, you should be able to move it now.
There we go. Thank you.
The toad just looked up. Come down here, pretty food.
I know food.
Talking
What your name?
bug. I called Herbert.
James.
You are Herbert. Big green man wants you to go back.
Herbert like beach though.
I wish to walk over
Maybe
and I
you
can't.
come back later?
None of you can hear what's being said because Peter is basically like, like he's doing that chittering that turtles do.
Yeah, I still want to walk over a bit closer.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out that you don't know the turtle has confirmed it Herbert because you can't hear either of them. Because that's
I know.
Because that's something people have done in the past. So yes, you fly down, you can walk closer.
Yes.
So
I
it's
wonder
still
if
like
it
there.
goes to-
Yes. Hold on one second.
Do.
Is that concentration? Yes, that is. But that is not. So I can do that. So while I am talking to Herbert, I'm going to also cast Dancing Light
Uh-huh.
and shape it into the word yes.
I mean,
If I can.
you can still speak common. It's just when
Yeah,
you're
I know,
speaking
but
to the
I'm-
turtle, they can't understand you.
Yes. But still, I'm talking to the turtle, so I just cast that behind me and say, like, yes.
So you all just see a couple of lights, like, trying to draw the word yes in the air. Whether you understand that or not, if any of you have ever tried to decipher someone writing in the air with sparklers.
Is that an insight check for all of us?
For anyone trying to read it.
I don't bother to try and read it. I'm
I think
just like,
Raymond
I
gets
just
it.
bubble. I see turtle on beach.
Intimidation. Insight.
Yeah, I don't. My mouse is not working. Okay, so I'm
Fair
like
enough.
having
Intimidate these
Because I
lights.
also don't. I'm focusing on the turtle. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
anyone's moved
Raymond,
up.
Raymond's the only one that actually gets it.
Ah,
Because, well, Mikey didn't roll, because I'm guessing he's not looking at it, and an 11 is not high enough.
I
Yeah.
look up at you and say, "Is it Herbert?"
He just said yes.
I
I
look at the cat.
quickly look at Jess's character and go, he wants to eat me.
I just watched
Then look back
Jess
at the turtle.
buffer IRL to see if she was going to insult Raymond or have a comeback. Raymond's like, she just said yes. And I just watched Jess stare blankly at the wall, blink about 6 times, and then respond.
Hey, I get called a freaking familiar or a pet. I'm snarky about it.
Yeah,
I
I just thought it was funny seeing someone buffer IRL.
I look at.
Cogs
I
literally turn.
was like, I can't like insult Raymond. Hang on.
See, now you're hearing the buffering.
This is awesome.
Learning insult Raymond.
I was going to say,
Please wait.
while that's happening, I'm looking at her and I go,
Please do
so
something.
you won't go back?
Herbert like beach. Why Herbert have go back?
I don't know. But Green Man want you back. Is Green Man not friend?
Yeah, Green Man. Throg friend. Throg feed Herbert. It's other people there for Herbert not like.
I look at the cat and say, Okay, little familiar. And
Maybe we feed you and then you go back. Come with us. I know
One
purple
second,
one have
we'll cut back
lettuce.
to Jess, who's in the middle of insulting Raymond.
Yep.
I look and say, okay, little familiar, you can understand pretty lights.
Mow! Bite.
Grab.
Mal bite. Okay, roll an attack roll.
Fuck.
I don't have a bite on here yet, so
It's the same as the scratch if you got the scratch on there.
no.
No, okay.
Plus strength modifier.
So 16. That's not much better.
Does that beat your AC? That's a nod.
Okay, how much damage does a bite do again? D6?
D4
It
normally.
is, and I don't know if you took the feature that allows you to sneak attack off of it.
I don't know either.
So we're going to say no for now. So roll a d6, roll a d6, and it's +1 for damage.
God, this is gonna go so fucking poorly.
So you take six. You take 6 piercing damage, Jess, as he bites your leg.
And then I'm going over here.
You're gonna walk away, are you?
Hey, you insulted me twice.
Yes, you get an attack of opportunity, Jess.
I was gonna say.
I have disengage.
You didn't say you
You
used
didn't
it.
say.
True.
Also, technically, we're not in initiative, so she can just stab you immediately anyway.
Son of a bitch!
Fuck.
I look at the cat dead in the face and say, the next time you bite me, I will throw a bomb at you.
You better not sleep.
Can I intervene here and just, like,
This is why we get
split
up and
and
go.
no and no and
While they're trying to kill each other.
My comment is, you better not sleep, and then I disappear.
See, I'm just talking to the turtle, saying we can feed him if he wants to come back, and then he can come back to the shore another time.
And the turtle just watched this happen. Because they just did this in line of sight.
Zast is walking towards the turtle with a net.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of just rounding this rock and kicking
saw
around
that.
the side.
You haven't
and
seen me
thinking,
move
"Oh,
my
it's big."
token this whole time.
I've been watching you move it.
Okay, I mean, like, I think about now being enough
I've
time
been
to
trying to
walk.
balance the chaos that is ensuing.
That's why I
I
haven't been
kinda-
walking.
After stabbing, I wish to walk a little bit closer to the turtle and hold out lettuce.
Uh-huh. Impromptu making the turtle look at Trent, who is carrying his net,
Sorry.
because the turtle now starts turning and walking towards you with the "Ooh, let us," which immediately puts Trent in line of sight.
Oh, we're trying to be stealthy.
I was going to say, did my persuasion roll help?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why watching the token just turn is hilarious.
That's true.
So, like,
Tump, 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 tump.
I kind of put it down, like, in front of me and take a step back.
Okay, I have a gift for this.
Oh, God. Oh, no. I'm gonna get bitten, aren't I?
No, because you backed away.
How tall are these rocks?
Fairly tall.
Would I be able to jump on them?
Yeah, probably.
Fair. I would like to do whatever I need to jump onto these rocks. Probably this one here.
We're just below the Mage College, aren't we?
Yes.
damn it, why
Didn't
didn't it
work.
work? Oh, I see why. Because I hit bloody shift at the wrong time, and I ampersandy bracketed that, not square bracketed it.
Damn brackets.
Chompy chomp, chomp, chomp.
I know there's a gif of one destroying letters out there, but it wasn't showing up on Google, so...
Yeah.
I look up at the pixie and say, can you fly to the Mage College and get Throg?
I do this. Now attack him.
Meow.
Did he say now attack him or don't attack him?
No, it said no attack him.
So the letters is promptly destroyed.
Well, I've put one down.
Yeah, and in like 2
I
bites,
look
it's
horrified.
I put another one down, kind of just like here.
Gone. Boom. Like, it's a big snapping turtle. Its mouth's probably about half to 2/3 the size of the lettuce. This thing could... The small snapping turtles will mess up, like, watermelon.
I suddenly feel very safe on this rock.
And just, yeah, I keep putting down the lettuces.
Yeah, in like a minute, you're out.
I kind of just look and say, sorry, I have no more.
He just goes to plodding around the beach again. Now I'm going to ask this. It is going to be about 2 hours in game before Peter returns with Throg.
Even if I go straight up the cliff.
You can go straight up the cliff. Throg can't come straight back down it.
I mean, Throg can,
True.
but Throg might not live afterwards.
And he has to walk most of the way back around, which is going to be just over an hour.
Brought nets for nothing.
So the reason I'm asking is, does anyone do anything in that interim time?
Fuck it,
I
I'll
stay
go
on the
fishing.
rock.
Actually, I'm about to go scold a kobold and a cat for being stupid.
I'm the cat.
Sure. Trent, roll survival with advantage for fishing.
Yeah.
Because you have tools.
So, survival with advantage. Oh, look at that, +1.
Are you going
Nice.
fishing?
I mean, I gotta kill 2 owls somehow.
He's gonna go start. He's gonna go like net fishing in the shallows.
Feed the turtle with the fish.
So yes, Zasutavama is about to scold the kobold and the cat.
First of all, just
Yeah.
a light tap tap
On
I was gonna
who?
say, what-
on the kobold. Tap tap.
I look dead at you. What?
Can you not be a sarcastic little shit sometimes? Come on, we're trying to work together here.
I look at you dead in the face and say the cat started it. It
You insulted
attacked-
first.
It was snarky first. I responded with snarky comment. It
Be
bit
the more
me.
sentient creature.
It bit me. I stabbed it.
I'm not caring about the biting and the stabbing. It's don't start the shit, please. Come on, seriously. You're more
It's,
sentient than that.
it started it. And
Through
then
the first insult, that's what caused the
I-
physical damage.
after I said it started it, I turned away from you and walked off. I don't care what you have to say. I'm walking away towards the like shallow, towards the shallows of the beach.
Trent, over 2 hours, you catch 10 pounds of snapper and 6 pounds of brim.
Damn,
Holy
decent
shit.
haul.
Well done.
For a 12? Hell yes.
For a 16,
For a 16.
he had advantage.
Oh, 16, yeah.
He had advantage because he has legitimate fishing gear.
James?
And
How much?
that was also 2 hours, so that's only like a dozen fish in 2 hours.
How much snapper that was it again?
10 6. 10
10
snapper, 6 brim.
Ah.
I legitimately
Now.
went and Googled what you get for beach net fishing.
So, I do have to ask, can I find this cat that I'm going to scold somewhere?
Roll a perception check.
Can I just?
No,
Just-
he is 23 points higher than you. You look around and you go, "Is that him?" And then you realize you're looking at Haley.
Can
I
I
was gonna
just?
say what? You go, Jess.
Can I walk around in the shallows, keeping an eye on the turtle?
He has to be.
And can I try to catch a fish with my dagger?
Roll a survival check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're
I was
trying
gonna say-
to spear fish with a knife.
Or can I try and catch it with my hands?
Still disadvantage.
Okay. And can I
was gonna say,
keep
what's
an eye on the
Mikey doing
turtle?
this entire time?
Kind of just observing.
Oh.
No, you do not manage to catch a fish with 9.
I mean, yeah.
Peter, you were saying something?
I was asking what Mikey was doing this entire time.
Okay.
Fuck all.
So over the 2 hours,
I hate sand. It's gritty and it gets into everything.
Yeah, I'm moving away from it because I've got to empty my boots. Legitimately. My feet are full of sand.
Mikey has to empty himself. he's a permeable stuffed bear.
Why do you think I'm still up here?
About 2 hours later, Throg comes plodding along the path. And at this point, you all see him. Big, broad, like, legitimately book that's like 4.5 feet by like 2.5 feet wide.
As he comes down, I say, "Hi, Throg. He's had 5 lettuces."
Oh, that's good.
Jesus Christ, why is book so big?
Because Throg like big book.
Well, is it easier to read or you like to squish small animals?
Both.
Are you overcompensating for something? Do you have small pee-pee?
Oh no.
Just a slight glare and a shove in Communion's direction.
Throg just sort of turns. Throg no compensate. Throg is wizard. Bigger book mean bigger spells.
Yes, okay. You know what else is good for wizards? Practicality and being able to use both hands.
You know what's also good for wizards? Having book that work like shields.
Okay, until you get hit with fire.
He just walks past you at this point. Herbert! Herbert, what's
Does
happened to
anyone
you?
have any matches? I want to prove a point.
Herbert, what's happened to you? He looks genuinely confused.
This isn't Herbert?
No, that's Herbert.
You said he was Herbert.
But Herbert this big, and he gestures to about the size of a football.
Hold on, Mino. Can I cast Speak with Animals on another person? No, it's ranged self only.
Yeah.
Okay, so is the turtle bigger or?
He gestures to about the size of a football. Herbert is the size of a small horse.
Interesting.
I could
Jess,
ask Herbert
is a
again, but I
2x2
don't have
on the
many
map.
spells.
Is he the size of a football? Is he the size of one of the larger bombs you throw?
Ow! That's noisy.
What's noisy?
Cat
There was a
revenge.
cat.
Whoever's
I was gonna say cat bell.
was going off.
Oh, yeah, that's actually Luna.
Yeah.
She's sitting here and scratching.
Yes.
Well, her
Cat
bell
revenge.
going off is noisy as fuck in the headphones.
And I can't stop her. She's a cat and she was scratching.
Yes. So anyway, I say I can talk with Herbert again, but I don't have many times to do this. Do I do this? As I ask Throg and the others.
Teller nods and says yes.
If you can talk to Herbert, it'd probably be good. Maybe ask him why he's so big all of a sudden.
I'll cast Speak with Animals again, and I sit there and basically just act as an interpreter for the next 10 minutes.
Ask why he runs away all the time.
I say to Herbert, purple one asks why you run away. Green one asks why you big now. As I said, next 10 minutes I just act as an interpreter.
The messages go back and forth as to why he runs away. Because the other wizards experiment on him and he doesn't like how mean they are to Throg. As to why he's bigger, see previous answer. Hearing that like they experiment on his turtle, Throg grumbles, and any of you standing within 10 feet of him hears the rock he's leaning on crack and groan.
So does everyone else get the context of what they're talking about?
Yeah. People are asking questions. Peter is chittering. Turtle chitters. Peter interprets back.
I'm literally like English other language translator back and forth.
I ask if I can pat the turtle.
Throg says, "Not recommend, especially not how big he is. Herbert not like being touched on good days. This does not look like a good day."
It's because I asked Herbert if the purple one can pat him.
They can try.
I respond with what he says, and then add my own comment of "not sound good."
At this point, hearing you've been doing this, I shout, "Ask him if he's at least feeling all right. Damn it!"
I say the metal one asks if you are feeling all right.
I feel fine.
I look at Throg and say, maybe you should tell the other wizards to leave your turtle alone.
Throg will have words.
I can help.
Throg not need help.
Can I do an Arcana
Throg
check?
is going to remind them why Throg is winner of college wrestling championship. They not had wrestling championship till Throg got there, but Throg is champion.
I don't know why, but all I pictured was a burly orc in a wrestling singlet there with the 4-foot book, just like using it as a chair.
James, can I do an Arcana check on the turtle?
Sure.
Turtle.
Not touching it. But, yeah.
The fact you're proficient, your guess is the turtle is under some form of polymorph spell. But that normally only lasts an hour.
I tell Throg.
He sort of furrows his brow.
Change people.
Throg know what polymorph do. It's one of spells Throg want to learn later. Throg not good enough wizard cast polymorph yet.
Well, somebody is, and they hurt your turtle with it.
That narrowed down number of people Throg need hit with book.
Oh god.
That narrow it down from whole college to about 8 people.
You should bring Herbert to the beach. He seems to like it.
Throg normally does, but Throg have lot of guard duty of late. Throg not even getting enough time to study of late.
Have you thought maybe they're making you protect them so that you can't graduate because they're scared of what will happen when someone of your stature leaves?
But Throg need license, otherwise Throg is not. How is Throg going to be protected from people who not let people cast magics?
I show him my badge.
Like you.
You mean? Yes, but obviously they're keeping you here against your will, without you
But Throg
knowing.
have magic. If Throg
Right.
not have license, people like you hunt Throg. And while
As
Throg
he
think
says that-
okay,
I can make an exception.
but while Throg think he okay, there's only so long Throg will be okay.
Yes, but if you take the time to study instead of guarding them, you'll actually graduate and get your license.
Yes.
Then
but
you won't
Throg-
have to worry about people like me.
Yes, but Throg can't afford college. Throg working so Throg can be at college. If Throg not work as guard, Throg can't afford college. Throg is in what they call catch-22.
Have you tried studying while guarding?
Throg did, but you're not allowed to take library books outside of gate, and guards must be on outside of gate.
So, can you levitate anything yet, Frog?
Throg can, but Throg is supposed to look out of gate, out from gate. He can't be looking in gate because then Throg is
No.
not guarding.
Levitate the book, set up a mirror, read for the mirror.
Throg he just looks at you. Have you ever tried to read through mirror? There is fundamental problem with what you ask Throg to.
But if you study it all backwards, no one could ever read your spellbook.
He just sort of turns to you.
Or don't get your license.
Is
and deal with me
Bugman
later.
right in head?
What?
Is Bugman right in head?
That looked not so
Throg knew
good.
Mage Hunters was Throg heard Mage Hunters were weird, but this is much even for Throg.
I look and say, I've only known him like a week, not even.
Well, however
I've
long
only-
we've been on the airship plus a day.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks.
I look and say, I've only known him a couple of weeks and I haven't talked to him much. So I can't
Whose fault's that?
guarantee he's right in the head.
Frog just turns.
I am perfectly sane.
Frog just turns
He
back
is
to
magic
Herbert.
hunter. That says enough.
He turns back. To
I
Herbert.
am an amateur magic hunter, thank you very much. I haven't got the full licensing.
Then how you
That
make
comes
exception
out
for
free.
Throg?
What was that?
Then how you make exception for Throg? If you not have full license, how can Throg get exception from you?
Because I'll get my license before you will.
Sure.
Oh no.
How would you
Hey Trent, you got those
respond to
backups
that?
ready?
Nope, because I don't need them.
Throg just turns the other cheek and grumbles something in Orcish.
I actually understand Orcish.
I don't.
Throg grumbles something along the lines of Bugman talk a lot of shit for someone in firebolt range.
Not really firebolt. Oh. I can't respond, but still.
The purple one looks at Throg, smiles and giggles.
So you just giggle
I like
randomly.
how you
'cause
refer
Throg's
to
not looking-
yourself as the purple one.
Yes.
So you just
The
randomly
purple
giggle
one.
because Throg is focusing on Herbert at this point.
Yep.
He sort of walks forwards and he's patting Herbert and like, you got big. Throg not sure how to get rid of polymorph. Throg can fix
Do you
it
have power to make
tomorrow,
small?
maybe? No, Throg not have a reduce spell. Throg know the dispel magic, but he not have it prepared today. It's not needed for guard work. So Throg can fix you tomorrow, Herbert.
Do you want some help moving Herbert?
Herbert can walk, can't you, Herbert? Just plod, 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 plod. What Throg need
Well-
hands with is finding which person is experimenting on Herbert, so Throg can discipline them. I believe that's the word the professors use.
Teller
It
looks and
could be
says,
that Sayers person.
No, wouldn't be Professor Zaius. Wouldn't be one of professors. Throg trust professors. Throg think it one of stuck-up elf senior students. They like playing pranks on Throg. They say things like orcs shouldn't be wizards and Throg is disgrace. Throg will show them better.
If it makes you help, Frog, I've seen my mentor hunter with Orc Wizard. He was a mighty combatant.
That not fill Throg with confidence.
He killed my mentor.
If you excuse Throg, and he walks over and he hands Peter a bag with 100 gold in it.
Hey!
Throg needs go back to college and find student and discipline them, or as you adventurer types would call it, break boot off in ass.
Tyler looks and says, I'll help you find.
One at a time.
Sorry.
Tyler looks and says, I'll help you find them, and starts following Throg.
Have fun eating their lunch.
Let me know if you need an extra boot Throg. I've got 2 here that can be very easily used in case of your own.
I was going to say, does he have the extra 5 gold to do the...
To do the
Or is
what?
that out of the 100?
Out of the
You know how we
100,
still have to pay 5% to the guild?
No, he pays that.
Oh, he pays that. Okay.
That comes out of the reward. So basically, you have worked out from all these things, like when you were taking this job and asking about it, the pay is 100 gold. Throg has already paid 5 gold when he submitted the job.
Okay, yeah.
Were you to be completely independent and stuff of the guild and like everything and being able to take this job purely private, you possibly would have gotten like 110, 115 because he wouldn't have had to pay for... This is probably not the first time Throg has put this job up, so...
I turn and look at the others and say, I'll see you back at the tavern.
I go,
Okay.
wait. First. And I hand Jess 14 gold and 3 silver.
Okay.
Is that what it is for everyone?
No, it's 14 gold, 2 silver, and 8 copper. But I don't have 8 copper. So you get extra, Jess, because I can't be rounding.
So I'm going to ask
14 gold.
And 8 silver.
So I'm going to ask this, who is going where, just so I can try to fast track this.
I'm going back to the guild
Yep.
to basically advise them that this job and the skeleton have been completed.
So Pete's
I'll
going to
go
the guild. Where are you going, Trent?
I'll go with Pete.
With Pete. Mikey?
I'll go with Trent.
So 3 to the guild. Raymond.
It's a conga line. Tavern.
Yep. Haley.
I'll go with the bear.
Yep. Bailey.
I'm gonna stay at the beach here, actually.
Okay, so the page is in 4 different places.
It's a
Everyone
suit of
breaks
armor
off.
just chilling on a beach.
Bailey, what are you doing at the beach? Since you're the
Content-
one that reaches their destination first by already being there.
I am going to contemplate and mull it over, thinking of how the fuck I'm gonna find the people I want to find.
Fair, so you're just taking time.
And also relishing in the fact that I'm alive. Technically.
Raymond, you make it to the tavern first, as the guild is further than the tavern. So what are you doing at the tavern?
Well, one, I'm gonna go sit by the fire because I'm half dead.
So you can you can have a short rest.
It's almost like you could have asked the healer in the group to heal you.
So yes, you can take a short rest. Is that basically all you're doing?
Well, there's nothing much that I can do until I get more money.
Next is the group of people who arrived at the guild.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in.
I go over to the same counter we've been through every other time.
How did your questing go?
Oh god.
We done. We did 2. We did 1 yesterday. We did 2 yesterday, but we killed the skeleton man. He
You are quite
was.
accomplished.
Yeah, he was someone weird that the teddy bear man did it.
Ah, good work.
And we found
Thank you,
Herbert.
Squidward.
What about the fourth job?
What
Which
fourth job?
is news to most of you.
There was a fourth
I
job.
say, what fourth job?
Didn't you also take the flyer for the orc bandits?
Do you have a spare one?
There is a pile over on the table.
I go grab one, and then read it out to the group. That's within the party area.
While we're here, can you do the split the money thing again?
1 moment.
Basically, can they break down gold into silver and copper?
There you go. I just shared the poster to everyone.
Cool.
Yeah, he can break down the money easily. Certainly, I'm happy to break money from quest rewards.
Cool. I put down the money to be separated, basically.
Yep. And he sorts it out into however many piles you request.
Is it a he or she?
It is a he.
Is he wearing a monocle and with a little mustache?
No.
Sounds like he should be.
No, he has
No,
a
he
rather
plays a clarinet.
bulbous nose.
Plays clarinet.
Yeah, mood, fair.
So yes, you all read the.
Fun.
You can all see the note about the orcs, with the exception
Well-
of Jess, who's I think the only one who hasn't seen it.
Are there
Well,
any other?
I'm going with Throg.
I know we're dealing with the others first because your objective is further.
Yeah.
I ask if there's any other jobs.
Not at the moment, but we might be getting more in the next couple of days. You've sort of cleared out a lot of our entry level jobs.
Ooh. Now,
Most
why
of
they
the
not
other
going-
jobs we have left at the moment are transporting jobs.
Nah, can't do that. Can't do that. Next question. Do you know where I can buy flowers if there's florist?
I think there's a florist in the market.
Okay, me go there. I hand the portions out to the people in the guild hall and then head to the marketplace. Still holding on to Raymond's share.
Wait, what was our share?
And Bailey's
14.
share.
Oh, and Bailey's share, yeah.
So 14 gold.
And 8 silver.
2
wasn't it?
silver and 8 copper.
No.
Yep. So, are you doing anything else at the guild? Anyone?
Asking for the location of the bandit camp.
It is about 2 days northeast of here. It's just inside that same set of woods that you probably went to for the skeletons.
We could have done 2 things
That
well.
was 2 days. That was like an hour.
Yeah. But it's a large forest, Peter.
Yeah.
So, Haley, Communion. That's it?
It's everyone but Bailey and Bailey, Raymond, and Jess is with you.
Cool. I just kind of look at them and we'll go, get ready, we have a journey to go on. And pass some more flyers and walk out.
I let my flyer drop to the floor because I did not have opposable thumbs.
No.
I pick him up and put him on the table before flying out to go to the florist.
Mm-hmm.
I knocked the back on the.
I'll follow as asked.
Oh. May as well.
Yep. So at this point, we'll cut back to Jess and Throg, who arrive at the Mages Guild.
I was going to say, is Throg riding his now giant snapping turtle?
No, he's walking next to it. Herbert,
So they
is,
get there 4 days later.
Herbert, while he counts as a large, would not be a sufficient mount for anybody bigger than, say, a small. Because
So
while he's a large for size, he's not like horse large.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
large
Shetland
dog.
pony large.
Kinda, yeah.
It's a chunk.
He's also Herbert only has a 25 land speed.
Slow chunk.
He's a turtle.
Oh, I'm standing on the opposite side to Herbert. Like I'm not. I am putting Throg between me and Herbert.
Throg just sort of walks up to the gate, doesn't even pay the dwarf that's on gate duty any mind, just pushes it open. Who are you? He sort of gestures to you.
I'm with him. Pointing at Throg.
Carry on. Takes half step sideways. Because as you've gotten closer, especially going down this main street, the expression on Throg's face has soured somewhat. Walking through the main courtyard, suddenly Throg stops, stands bolt right up, and you hear from over in the distance, "Oh, look! It's the fail wizard! Finally found your stupid turtle again. Took you long enough this time."
How far away are they?
100 feet. Out
Can
of range
I?
of your bombs.
No, but I have a bow and arrow.
Disadvantage.
I can still try.
They're in longbow range, but they're in out of range. For
Yeah, never mind.
Thwang. The arrow just flies wide. Oh, look! He's found himself a stupid friend!
Man, I should have gone with them.
Throg grumbles. Turns. Tell Throg something. Were you ones that made Herbert big? Nah, why would we fuck with your stupid turtle? Throg is going to roll an insight check.
Can I assist?
Sure, you can roll an insight check too.
Can I assist Throg?
You can either roll one yourself or you can give Throg advantage.
I assist. Because I have
Provide the
shit.
help.
Throg is sure they're full of shit with Throg rolling a natural 19.
Yeah, fair.
He starts stomping over.
I stomp over with him.
He doesn't look over.
I like to imagine Throg is walking menacingly. Jess is doing like big, like exaggerated stomps to try and be intimidating.
And Herbert's just mosey on behind.
Throg gets there and he's standing over the elf by nearly a full foot. Say that to Throg's face again. I didn't mess with your stupid turtle. If I did, you wouldn't have known it was me. At which point, the other guy next to him starts losing his shit, laughing his ass off, and has completely lost his composure. I think all like stereotypical American frat boys, like the side man can't keep his shit together.
Is not
I
the one
look.
that-
I grab the one that's like laughing and say, "Did that one mess with the turtle?
Who hasn't messed with his turtle?
Have you messed with the turtle?"
He's a fucking orc. He shouldn't be here. His kind have no place here. You don't get to ask that question because as you hear, his kind have no place here, I need you to roll a dex save as all you hear is duck.